Micro, small and medium enterprises are very important for an economy like that of India. They contribute about 8% to the gross domestic product, nearly 45% to the manufacturing output, and almost 40% to the exports of this country. MSME sector employs the largest number of people after agriculture. It manufactures more than 6,000 products, and MSMEs are located all across the country. So in terms of inclusion, in terms of contribution to growth, they are extremely important for this country. As per our last census, there are nearly 36 million enterprises, micro, small and medium enterprises in this country. So the number is huge. Our biggest challenge is to reach out with government programs to these 36 million enterprises. A big part of this segment is in the unregistered, unorganized sector. So how do we organize these sectors? In this respect, our approach has been to encourage clusters. Clusters are a group of enterprises which are manufacturing similar products, and in a situation where there is global competition, they can collectively collaborate and reach out to the global market. This experiment has been tried and has been successful in a number of clusters. But there are thousands of clusters in this country. So our challenge is how to reach out to those thousands of clusters. It requires resources, it requires professional manpower who can give good advice. In some cases, the technology issues are involved. So it requires a collaboration, not only inter se between the cluster actors, but with a number of other stakeholders, the financial institutions, the technical institutions, to link them to the market in the country and abroad. So these are the kind of things which our ministry is engaged in, and obviously, as I mentioned, it has to be done in partnership with the private sector, with the associations of industries, with the cluster actors, with technical institutions, with R&D institutions, and so on. In this context, we are trying that the industries associations play an even important role. So, not all industry associations are fully equipped to do it. There are some associations which are very professional, so they are able to play a more important role, and the government is able to collaborate in a better manner, and they are able to deliver services in a better manner to their members. But our effort is that we should benchmark the associations as a matter of government policy. We should do capacity building with the associations so that they can help their members. And there is a kind of a very professional relationship which is established between the small enterprises and the associations, and between the associations and the government. And through the government, between other stakeholders, which I just mentioned, the technical institutions. There are a number of good technical institutions in this country, but what is happening in their laboratories is not reaching out to the clusters. What are the needs of the clusters? Perhaps they are not able to articulate to these institutions. So we are trying to create these platforms with the help of all stakeholders, where all the initiatives can converge. There are a number of success stories which I mentioned. Individually, institutions have made an effort, and they have succeeded also. But we are looking at a situation where all the efforts converge on a single platform, and that is all in itself a big challenge for a country of India's size and dimensions. But I would like to say on a very optimistic note that MSMEs have been contributing considerably to the economy, and they have the potential to contribute even more. we were discussing just now that the production systems in the world have changed. Now, for instance, earlier Detroit used to be a big center for car manufacturing. Today it is a dead city because the system of production of cars has changed. Car manufacturers are sourcing their components from small and medium enterprises. And a lot of small and medium enterprises in India have become suppliers of components to Indian manufacturers as well as global manufacturers. They are exporting the components. So similarly, this kind of an arrangement can happen elsewhere, because virtually in every segment we now notice that you have component manufacturers or somebody who's providing a certain part of the service and somebody who's aggregating these services or products. So we want to take advantage of that. We want to take advantage of the value addition. It is possible that people may be making certain things, making certain parts or rendering certain services, but the value addition is taking place somewhere else. So we want to move up the value chain in value addition also, by technology, by innovation, by using the knowledge which is available in this country or which can be accessed from other parts of the world. So these are the different approaches that we are looking at, and hopefully, I think we have to be hopeful about the turnaround in the economy, not just what is happening nationally, but the global economy, because at the end of the day, we have globalization and one economy is affecting the others. So we have to look at the global economy and try to carve out niche areas where MSMEs will play a very important role in the value chains, in the production chains.